Today, I want to talk about a feeling we're all familiar with: being tired. We live in a fast-paced world where we're constantly bombarded with responsibilities, deadlines, and expectations. And as much as we try to keep up, sometimes we just hit a wall and feel worn out. Whether it's physical fatigue, emotional exhaustion, or spiritual weariness, tiredness affects us all. So today, let's talk about finding true rest even when life gets overwhelming. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus extends this beautiful invitation: "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Isn't that amazing? Jesus understands our weariness. He knows that we carry burdens that weigh us down. And in this invitation, He's not only offering us a place to come to, but also a relationship. Jesus is saying, "Come to me," not to the world, not to our own strength, but directly to Him. Sometimes in the busyness of life, we feel guilty for needing rest. We feel we have to keep going, keep striving. But one of the first steps to finding true rest is acknowledging that we need it. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to recognize that we're not meant to carry every burden alone. In fact, that's why Jesus offers to help. Many of us try to handle everything on our own. We think, if I can just work harder, try a little more, I can fix this. And while it's good to be diligent, God doesn't want us to rely solely on our own strength. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, Paul reminds us of God's words: "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Being tired is often a reminder to shift from self-sufficiency to God-dependency. When we're at the end of our own strength, that's when we can truly see God's power in action. We don't have to be strong in every moment because He is strong for us. Think of it this way: if you're carrying a heavy load and someone offers to help, would you reject their help just to prove you can carry it alone? In the same way, God's inviting us to let Him carry our burdens, to lean on His strength, and to trust that He's capable of handling what we can't. One of the most comforting aspects of our faith is knowing that God's promises are true, regardless of our circumstances. In Isaiah 40:31, we're given a powerful promise: "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." What a beautiful reminder. When we put our hope in God, He renews our strength. Notice that it doesn't say He might renew our strength. It says He will. This promise is not dependent on our own ability to keep it all together. Instead, it's a promise that God will give us the strength we need when we place our trust in Him. In moments when you're tired, return to God's promises. Write them down, keep them close, and remind yourself that He's with you. Meditate on His faithfulness and let His word be your anchor. One of the reasons we often feel so tired is because we're holding on too tightly to control. We want things to go a certain way, and when they don't, we try even harder. But sometimes the greatest rest comes when we simply let go. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Being still isn't about doing nothing. It's about surrendering. It's about trusting that God has a plan, even when we don't understand it. When we release control and let God lead, we'll find a peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that can only come from Him. Remember, surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving over to a God who loves you and knows what's best for you. When we surrender, we release our grip on the need to be everything, and we allow God to be everything for us. If you're tired today, remember, you're not alone. Jesus is inviting you to find rest in Him, to lean on His strength, to trust in His promises, and to surrender control. And as you do, know that He will renew your strength. You'll find peace, hope, and a new sense of purpose. So, let's take a moment to breathe, to pause, and to rest in the knowledge that our God is with us. He's not only willing but eager to carry our burdens. Let's embrace His rest and let our tiredness draw us closer to the one who never grows weary, who never tires of loving us. And as we rest in Him, may we find new strength to face whatever lies ahead. Thank you for joining me today. I pray this message encourages you to find rest in our loving, faithful God. Until next time, take care.